Well, hello and welcome back to American Truck Simulator. Before we hop into things right here, wherever we left off, in our new beautiful truck as of 2 episodes ago, just one quick thing, and that would be that I have attempted to start recording and uploading in 60 FPS, because, it just ends up looking better. But the problem with that I hadn't been doing it before is that, some games, such as Arma, are pretty much impossible to get to run, like all the time in 60 FPS, so I had held off for a while. But so some things you may notice is, unfortunately, at max settings, this game did not run consistently at 60 FPS. Probably, I think it had something to do with like VSync and some sort of rendering setting. But so you may notice that I did downgrade the quality just a tad bit, just to try to find a happy medium between a consistently 60 FPS and still decently looking. So I did my best, but this is what we're going to roll with now. But anyway, we are back up here in, where are we? Tonopah, that is right. We left off here in an attempt to find some places to take loot. What do we got? Nowhere to take loot. So, there's that. Fun. And all I said was fun. Work. Alright, let's take some fucking frozen vegetables, because I don't know any better. We are apparently picking them up from here, because this is the only place in Tonopah to take stuff up, apparently. Let's back it up. Put it in reverse. Oh, okay. Nope. That didn't go well. Come on, push it to the limit every day. Alright. Let us get that cargo that we said we were going to pick up. And forward! Charge! I feel like a fucking barge sometimes, man. Just in the fact that it takes so long to accelerate in any truck, man. I just want to be a fucking race car sometimes, but that's never gonna happen. Because we're a truck. We're meant to haul cargo. Race cars aren't meant to haul cargo, besides the man, the myth, the legend. NASCAR drivers. What does that say? No? Brake? AM? Brake? Engine? Okay, what I'm referring to is that red light on the fucking dashboard. I can't read that for shit. Oh, it's gone. Okay, well, I think it had something to do with brakes, is what I could barely read, but it went away, so... Now. But yeah, that was an interesting one. Oh, fun things to notice is that I am, in an attempt to find a happy medium. Slow down. Don't hit me. Okay. Oh my god, man. Anyway, in the attempt to find a consistently 60 FPS settings, I turned on the overlay to see my frames per second. It's all over the fucking place. Jesus Christ. You could be getting like 80 and then 240 and then fucking 40, and it is fucking madness. You can't see it, I hope, but it's at like 50 now, so I may have to go quickly change the setting real quick. So I will be right back in still an attempt to find a happy medium here. Alright, well, welcome back. I changed one thing, and hopefully that helps. It's still not getting quite there yet, is it? Oh, this is fun. Oh, American Truck Simulator. Why do your fucking goddamn frames per second run off like a goddamn crazy person? I love there's a 10 FPS difference between second or third person and first person. It's really funny. It's even 20. I'm up at like 77 and it's like, oh, drop down to 50. Who needs it? What? Oh, what? I'm sure it has something to do with the amount of stuff to render inside of the cockpit here, but alright, we're probably gonna have to change something else, but for now I think it should be okay. Hopefully it's not too noticeable. I don't know how this works. We'll have to see in post-rendering how the video turned out overall. I'm gonna pass this guy right here. Fuck him. Oh, we gotta turn on some tunes, don't we? Oh yeah, you wanted 300 FPS in the menu? Sure, why not? God, it's just the games with no cap, and then they flip it floppy all over the place. It's not really noticeable to me. As somebody who dealt with a computer, when I got into gaming, when I first got into gaming, I had a laptop to start off with. When I got my first laptop for Christmas when I was 10, it worked well enough back then in like 2004, 2005, so you know what, it was fine. And then that worked because I hadn't really played anything intensive at that point. I played like fucking Zoo Tycoon and World of Warcraft for a while. But then, you know, that it eventually died. That's just sort of the deal with laptops. So I ended up just getting like a fucking standard old base-ass computer from Best Buy, which worked for a few years there. Like, I believe it worked out for like 2 years, and then I threw in another, like, a better graphics card because it's grown outdated. And so that happened up until, what was it, 2013, when I finally got this fucking powerhouse. The fact that this thing is almost fucking 3 years old is kind of amazing, but as it is just a fucking beastly godlike machine, it should last for a while. The only thing I was sort of sad about is that I decided to skimp out on some SSD. I took only one SSD hard drive and just run Windows off it, and that's pretty much what it's exclusively there for. But I'd love to get some more SSD for video games, man. Loading shit up real quick, that sounds pretty nice, but maybe that's an upgrade to make in the future. I don't have any plans currently, just because it's still working out. I can run most games at full and be totally happy, except for a lot of them, such as Arma. But nobody can be fucking... I don't get Arma, man. It's probably the most poorly optimized series I've ever played in my life. It's just so fucking sluggish no matter what you do, and I don't know why. God, it's aggravating though. A lot of games, especially games in early access, is what I've noticed, is that they have such a hard time running because they're poorly optimized. They're just getting thrown out there for people to play in early access with sort of disregard for anybody who may be able to run it on a lower machine. For example, most recently, I believe, Squad is just also a very intensive game, man. I don't, there's pretty much nobody I know could run that shit on max. And so what you have to do is you have to sacrifice some aspects of the visuals to throw into more important things, like in that game, it's pretty nice to be able to see very distances. Because, you know, with some settings, you just, like, if you were just to play on what the recommended settings were, you could probably see about, like, 40 feet. Because then, like, the trees get thick, everything gets thick. It gets impossible to see anybody at any distance. It's a pain in the ass. We've just come into a city, and the FPS decided to drop to fucking 30. I'm sorry, what the fuck? It's getting a little ridiculous now. Just more stuff to render, I suppose, but why the fucking sun jump? I don't know what I'm gonna have to do. I might go in there and have to sacrifice even more visuals just for a consistently 60, because that's what's important, I feel. Well, for this one, we're gonna keep it the same. This video, it may look like bad, is one way to put it, but after this one gets rendered and put up, I'm gonna see how it looks like overall, if the change from 60 to 30 is that noticeable. If it is noticeable, then I will go, in fact, and change it to keep it consistently 60 or higher. I apologize that this one may lack some visual aspects, but it's just sort of the life of this game for some reason. We'll have to figure out a happy medium. Just game fluctuates in FPS, man. It's kind of madness. Give me a game that can stay consistently 60 and I'm happy. You know, there's certainly a lot of debate around frames per second in the gaming world, you know, like, especially when it comes to the thing around, do you cap frame rate? Like, how do you get it to work? What do you change? It's all over the map for a lot of people. It's just, what do you want to keep? What do you want to leave? It's video gaming. Crazy place. We still got like 300 miles to go here up to Reading, and we will someday get out of Carson City. Someday I can get out of here. Left, right, up and down. No, don't move. Get out of reverse there. Green light, please. Go, Daddy. Now the goddamn brake thing is on again. I still don't know what that says. I'm not a fucking wizard. Or optometrist. or an Arma 3 soldier that has bionic eyes. But yeah, let's just chug along here. How exciting. Oh, I gotta get up real fucking early tomorrow. Ain't that just a bitch? One of my classes is we were tasked in working and creating and managing a 5K fun run. And so we're putting that on tomorrow, Sunday morning, the 24th. But as part of setup, we all have to be there at 7 a.m. So fuck. As I've said before, I just don't like waking up early anymore. I used to like it when I was a child. It used to be relaxing to be alone for a few hours before everyone woke the fuck up. But now it's just like, leave me the fuck alone and let me sleep in, man. Oh, it's so nice just to be able to sit there, lay in for a while, and just be like, oh man, it's Sunday. I don't have to get up for anything, but fuck me now. Hey, let's get up very fucking early to go do physical activities. Ugh. Oh man, it's a shame I don't like caffeine. It might be useful, but too bad, so sad. I'm just gonna have to deal with it, you know. I'm also a fan of getting my 8 hours of sleep, but the earlier I have to wake up, the less likely that is, because I'm also a fan of staying up. It's shocking. Is that road exclusively for returning back onto the highway on the other side? I've never noticed that when we've come up this way. That's unique. But yeah, you know, I enjoy staying up because I have to record these videos, and maybe there's some stuff I have to get done, and you know, it just ends up that I end up staying at least until awake till like midnight, 11 p.m. Not 11 a.m. I do not stay awake till 11 a.m. all that often, but situations like that, I just end up staying late, and then if I have to wake up at fucking 6 a.m., then I end up getting only a few hours of sleep. And I'm still a fan of getting my sleep. I like sleep. Sleep's good. I had that discussion before. I don't know if I've talked about this in American Truck Simulator before, but well, I've at least mentioned the fact that I hate fucking flying. I hate traveling. I'd rather stay here and play American Truck Simulator. For fucking 8 hours, man. I'd much rather be here playing American Truck Simulator for like 8 hours straight, assuming the fact that I could get up and use the bathroom, instead of flying for like 8 hours to go to fucking Europe or some shit, man. Fuck. So yeah, it's just like, what I've done is with flying is that a few times I'd be like, you know what? What's fucking great is that you can't hate flying when you're asleep. And then the flight's over. Seems pretty good, doesn't it? So one strategy I employed a few times was staying up late and trying to get to the plane very tired. Which had its benefits, is that you would, if you finally got on the plane, you'd be fucking exhausted, you'd pass right out, you'd call it a day, you'd sleep for a few hours, you'd wake back up and be like, hey, there's a few hours missed, now I can go and watch Rush Hour a few times until the plane lands. That's a story for after this. But you know what I end up doing is you know, trying to stay awake till like 3 a.m. or something, having to wake up at fucking 6 a.m. to take a goddamn ride to the airport. And the only problem with that is, holy fuck, it's a goddamn nightmare to get through security when you're a walking zombie. What are you gonna... It's just like, I'm so fucking exhausted, I want to fall over and just fucking lay down on the goddamn conveyor belt through the fucking scanner there, where the bags go, you know? And then, instead you just gotta, like, fucking, like, give people your fucking boarding pass and your ID, and it's like, god damn it. Let me go the fuck back to sleep. It never really worked out for me. I just, first of all, hated staying up that late. Second of all, hate being that fucking exhausted. Oh, slow down. There's, for some reason, a traffic jam. Oh, everybody's merging, that's why. I hate this shit, man. Why can't you merge like a reasonable human being? Don't slow down! That's not maybe reasonable human beings, but it's just annoying that it just decides to go down to a fucking 2-lane highway every now and then. Or 1 lane in this case. Beep beep. The fact that there are just strictly 1-lane roads in this game, like one way both ways. Oh, sorry. Sorry, truck, I didn't mean to put your parking brake on, but you know, we've seen those over by like San Francisco. I believe there's one that just passes through those hills over to the main Central California highway that runs north-south. You know, there's a few roads there that are just single lane. It's like, holy fuck, man, how am I supposed to maneuver this shit in the goddamn truck? What if another car comes? I believe that is the problem we had with that before. But anyway, back to the flying conversation. Fuck being tired. And plus, sleeping on the airplane isn't that nice anyway, man. You can't get fucking comfortable. There's no leg room. The seats are just weird for my fucking back because I have terrible posture. There's no, like, good pillow. I hated that shit a long time, is that they changed up the seats on some airplanes that had, like, that stupid fucking built-in headrest that just, like, put your fucking neck out. And I'm like, how am I supposed to sleep there? So I had to, like, lean way the fuck down, have less leg room than I did before, just to be able to have my head in a fucking position. And then what I ended up doing most of the time is either one, just like leaning my head up against the fucking window or some shit, or two, just to keep my head still. Is what, imagine this: you tilt your head all the way back, just all the way back, and then you fucking lock your head under that stupid fucking headrest so that it's just like pressing down on your fucking forehead, or not your forehead, but like the top of your head, just to keep it in some sort of steady position so I can go the fuck to sleep. And then you know, when your head's leaning back that far, your jaw just sort of naturally fucking opens, so I'm look like I'm ready to take like a load of semen or something, but oh, man, that's the only way to fucking sleep. You know, what some people do is they lean their head up against like the fucking back of the other person's seat, but you know, that gets a little silly too. There's just no way to be restful on a fucking airplane. So what I usually do on longer flights is that I just bring my phone and watch movies. Excuse me. Of course, they're downloading movies. You know, I'm not gonna use the internet, as that'd be, or you know, you gotta roll on that airplane mode, man. But what would happen is I just watch like movies, and I'd have a few movies downloaded. But sometimes there's not enough fucking movies to watch. So sometimes you just gotta watch the Rush Hour series multiple times. You feel me? Oh, I love the Rush Hour films though, so it never gets too old. Oh, Rush Hour. No Jackie Chan, no Chris Tucker. How you make me swoon. That's a weird way to put it, but as I've had this conversation before, if I just for some reason went to a fucking surprise Jackie Chan autograph signing in Minnesota, I'd be like, and then all of a sudden he like put his hand on mine and said like, you wanna fuck BB? I'd be like, oh, Jackie Chan, please. You're too sweet. And then of course we'd go on a date and fall in love with forever. No homo though. It's just, I like Jackie Chan. Have you seen his calf muscles? I don't know why I like calf muscles so much. It's just, it's silly. You gotta respect some progress, man. But yeah, oh, Jackie Chan. Chris Tucker, not so much. I don't know if I could be in a relationship with Chris Tucker. Yeah, we're coming up here on our delivery point in good old Reading here. It only has been like 15 fucking minutes, so I may take up another job, assuming that there's another short one. If the case is, again, that I have to drive like another half an hour, I'm going to call it quits, because I would really like to get some sleep before my big day tomorrow. It's when I become a real man. That's not true. I can be a real man. I'm a big boy now. So, what was that diapers commercial? I'm a big girl boy now. I've got a big dick. I don't know. Let's turn into Walbert. Come on. Oh, wow. Just in it, man. That was a close call. I'm in a hurry. Skip. Wow, we didn't take damage. That's shocking. But you wanted 300 FPS in your fucking menu, right? Yeah, sure. Alright, 10 grand. In the bank. In the bizzy fashizzy. Where do we want to go from here? That's pretty far. That's pretty far. I don't know what noise that is. That's really far. That's far. That's pretty far. That's also very far. Is that? That's the Eli, you know. Okay, that's pretty short, but it's worth like no money. You know what I think we can roll with is the good old. Yeah, we can roll to San Francisco. That's not too far. That's not the worst of all time. But we gotta find our way out of the Walmart parking lot here. Excuse me. Oh, don't hit that ramp. That'd be awkward. It appears to be on the outskirts of this pickup. appears to be on the outskirts of Reading as well, so that'll at least get us out of here a little bit quicker, because those stoplights do take a while to change. Change it. Change. Pull out. No, pull out. Pull. Don't get pregnant. Whoa, I just hit a foot. Whoa! I overturned a little bit. I also did a 360 with my camera. It got me a little dizzy and confused. Not gonna lie. I do get dizzy very easily. Just absolute madness. I remember one time in middle school, if you can remember all the way back then, is that there was a tiny ass playground that the middle school had. It was a shit playground for sure. Tried to be all like fucking new age or some shit too. What would we have? We had a swing set, of course, because how can you go without a swing set? We had a little concrete, just like area, so you wanted to play fucking something with balls, you could. We had, and then what we had left was, I can't remember. We had a giant rock for one. It was just a big rock. You could climb on it. Hooray! Woo! A rock. Slow down, everybody. We could all sit up on there and be like, hey, look, a rock. That was pretty much the extent of that. But then the last thing we had was alright. Imagine a twisty fucking pole. Or not... Okay, not one that goes in circles, but one that just wiggles back and forth on a 2D plane. Sort of like a snake. Okay, imagine that. And then, at the, like, midway up that pole was a little place to put your feet. Just like a little fucking plastic circular pad that worked their way around the pole. That pole was then shoved in the fucking ground, and then you could just spin it. Fun times, right? Whoa, shit. Spinning on a fucking pole as fast as you can, because middle schoolers are sadistic like that. And as somebody who doesn't like spinning, I fucking hated that thing. That was the worst experience in my life. No, that's not true. But I really don't like getting dizzy, so that made life a little hard. However, one kid I knew one day who was in my class right after our brief, like, 15-minute, half-an-hour break where they offered us fucking, like, some dumbass snack or some shit. That was middle school life. But, some kid get on there and spun, like, way faster than anybody should spin, and for longer than it should anybody spin. So unfortunately for him, after we got into class, he's like, I need to use the bathroom. And we're like, alright, it's the bathroom. He goes to the bathroom. He's gone for like 10 fucking minutes at this point. And it's like, the teacher's like, what happened to him? Where'd he go? Where'd Ben go? So somebody so the teacher sends somebody in after him, because I believe it was a female teacher, and that'd be weird. And they go and check on him. Turns out he was just like fucking vomiting his fucking shit up, because either one, he had some sort of stomach flu. But he seemed fine afterwards, so I believe it was because he spun like a goddamn madman. Just a fun thing. Why would you... It's some weird self-harm spinny shit. It was weird. But absolutely mad. Whee! Alright. Let's hip-hop a don't stop back onto the highway here. 300 miles to go. That's not too far, is it? No, I think that's dealable with. So yeah. Don't spin like a crazy person. Oh, but wasn't middle school such a shit time? Yeah, it was. Middle school, I probably the most painful experience I had in middle school was when a friend kicked me in both my shins, and just, it hurt like a bitch. I'm not gonna admit I am going to admit that I was crying on the ground, just like laughing at my own poor shin destruction. It hurt like a bitch. Shins are pretty sensitive, it turns out. And then that was a fun time. Of course, they walked away while I struggled and writhed on the ground, looking like a maniac. That's just how life goes. Oh, my friends. And another display of weirdness, because I was just the fucking person who got bullied on in middle school. It's just sort of what it turns out to be. I've come to accept it. They're still my friends, as weird as that may sound. got put in a trash can a couple times. Oof. Oh god. But in one of the weirder displays is that one friend offered another friend of mine $20 to lick my ear. For him to lick my ear. I wasn't involved in this. I avoided these people for like 3 fucking days then. I was just like, I don't want to get my ear licked. Get out of here, man. I don't really want that to happen. So I just like avoided them during our break time and just like hid in the fucking fields. And then when we'd all left, I just fucking booked it out to the goddamn school bus. But that was that. Until they finally caught up to me like 3 days later and just like he licked my ear. That's the only way to end that story. Is that he licked my ear, he got his $20, and they can call it a fucking day, right? It was a weird experience for sure. I mean, it wasn't anything abnormal. The man licked my ear. That's as far as that goes. But hilariously, then later in high school, I was recalling this story with the friend who licked my ear, and me and him were coming out of the library, which was sort of a central location for the entire high school. And we were like heading to lunch or some shit. But then it was a quiet like time during then, so there wasn't a lot of people in the halls. I think everyone was in class or something. I don't know, but what ended up happening is that there were a few people outside of the doors from the library. And so while I was recalling this story, we awkwardly walked out of the doors, and right as I walked out of the doors, I said, "And then you licked my ear," and everybody fucking turned, "Whoa, shit, don't roll." That was close. Then everybody just looked their heads up at us like, what the fuck are you talking about? So, fun times, man. Middle school. I believe, bunch of stupid shit we did. It wasn't even like a normal stupid shit. You know, like people doing, hey, look, there's our 2 mandatory blue and gold carriers. Have fun, guys. But it wasn't what I'd consider normal stupid shit that young people do. It was dumb shit, just for no purpose, doing absolutely harmless but pointless things. Really. There was at the time we had you know, LAN parties or whatever. It was just a sleepover where all brought our computers and fucking jacked off in the corner playing Warcraft and Call of Duty and shit. So what had happened at one was this was probably the most memorable one in terms of stupid shit that went down. First of all, they put me between a bed and a wall because this was in a friend's attic. And so there was just happened to be a bed up there, but they unfortunately just like somehow managed to get me wedged between a bed and the wall. Like I was stuck. I couldn't really do anything. I could wiggle like one arm towards the ground and try to push myself out, but I was just fucking trapped in there. It was a little silly. Later that morning, I suppose, at like 4 a.m., me and 2 other friends got onto a computer that had the pretty recent Call of Duty 4 on it. And so we were all just like there, and we're like, what do we do here? There's 3 of us, 1 computer, this is gonna be weird. Here's what we do. We take a loadout with a flashbang in there or 2, and then here's what we do. One person's gonna control the fucking, like, left side of the keyboard, one person's gonna control the right side of the keyboard, and one person controls the mouse. So what ended up happening for about an hour or 2 was us throwing flashbangs at the ground, staring at it, blinding ourselves, and then being like, whoa! Because it was 4 a.m. and we were all fucking exhausted. And that was life. We just looked at flashbangs for like an hour. And then after everybody had, we'd done that for a while, we were trying to wake everybody up at like 6 a.m. for some ungodly reason. To, you know, like eat breakfast before leaving or some shit. Unfortunately for one friend of ours, the way he got woken up was there was a weird, like, Harry Potter-esque wand on a shelf up there for some reason. Just like a weird-looking stick that was made out of plastic. We, of course, tried to anally penetrate him through his jeans with a stick. While it didn't work out well, it was what happened. It was an awkward situation. And that's just what happened. I don't think anything happened, though. I really hope. It was through the back of his pants, so nothing really came from it. But, yeah, fun times, really. And then they put me between a bed and a wall. Just stupid shit. Just dumb shit. I don't know whether to regret it or not. I'm sure there's some things people regret. Scissor me 10%, Allison. So you know, just oh hey Hotel California, what's up? You know, just a lot of people do dumb things, and this is I'm glad that social media hadn't exactly taken off yet, because man, I'm glad we can all let it be the past. Oh goodness, that would have just been terrifying. Have some of that shit on social media. Can I get through here without? Yeah, these are e-tolls. That's right. We can go in. That was one thing I noticed in Euro Truck Simulator 2 is that they forced you to stop at the toll booth. So. And we're coming up to San Francisco here, which should be pretty good indeed. We're gonna finish this one off relatively okay. No damage taken yet. That's not bad. I'm making a few quick bucks here and there. That's what the goal is. The goal is to make money like Chris Moneymaker, the famous poker player. I believe we're going to the port of, or whatever, of San Francisco, as we've done a few times, delivering these weird flatbed trucks and two baby blue convertibles. fun things to ship away, right? Where are these cars being taken? Overseas, I assume, because why the hell else would they be put on a fucking boat? Right? Like, I can't imagine it. I assume it'd be much easier to either A, put them on a train, or B, put them on a truck and take it across the country rather than a fucking boat. But that's just what I would assume. I hate this turn. It's a tough one. Here we go. I believe it. But yeah, like why? I don't know what these are gonna do overseas. I don't know. I don't care whose car is going where. Look, weird things happen. Man tries to get anally penetrated by a stick. Oh goodness. You know, I was looking at some subreddits earlier. A few good ones, a few bad ones. You know, just throwing in a good mix, because I've just been browsing through like thousands of subreddits in terms of popularity. But one of them was like streamer fails or some shit. And of course, what I do is just look at like as many top posts as I want of all time, of course, just to see what's up, see the best of the best. I don't want to become a regular or anything, but on this streamer ones, man, there was some fucked up shit. And I really hope that would never become of me. Mostly because, one, I'm not that much of a crazy person in some situations, and two, I just hope I'm not so unlucky as to have my mother walk in naked or anything. This is why I don't have a webcam. She wouldn't do that anyway, but and she, you know, it's mostly just me. But okay, let's turn left. Try to turn left at least. But some of the shit that went down, man. There's like streamer when the people realize or don't realize that they've accidentally left their stream on or some shit, and just do stupid shit. And it's like people walk in naked. There was a couple though that were just fucking disgusting. Like there was one person who was downloading child pornography on stream. I was like, fuck, man. Then there was another that was like watching anal rape fetish pornography or some shit on stream. And I was like, man, you gotta realize when to shut it all down. Stuff like that. But anyway, we made a few more bucks. Awkward conversation here at the end. Hopefully everyone's mature enough to deal with it, bitch. Anyway, I don't mean it that way. But thank you for watching this episode of American Truck Simulator. I hope to get the FPS issues worked out by next time. And I will see you next time.